Two desperate 1-5 teams here. Purple Cobras and the 61’s is Jackie Juber Haber leading all flies out to Caballo, David Farka. Abe J. Cohen works the walk. And then Marty Anteby going to ground out to Simcha. That gets a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Steven Shalou. And this is our first look at Eli Bahara Braha in right field. Drifts over, makes the catch, looked very smooth over there. Now his first pitch ever in YMSL, bam, ropes it down the left field line. That is a clean, beautiful single in his first ever at-bat. Next man up, Zach Ashkenazi. He's going to fly out to center, and Bahara Braha is going to tag and get to second. On second base, in scoring position with only 1 out, David Farka works the walk. 2 men on for Ike Mavora. That is a fly out to left center. 2 outs, and then Simcha Adler gonna pop up softly to Mo Shama on the infield. Scoreless first inning at Fireman's West. Top 2, Simcha Adler, his second walk of the game in just an inning plus. That's to Joe Eshko, although he doesn't know it yet. Troy sends him to first. Mo Shama, he's going to send one to left, and that's Zach Ashkenazi playing left field. Jacob moves his whole field around. He has Joey Cohen playing short, Jake Braha short center. He has Ray Esses playing second. Here's a ground ball to Ray, unable to make that play. Sonny Shalom gets the free hit. Dano come back right back to Simcha. He makes the play, and that's the inning. Bottom 2, Jake Braha gets a leadoff walk. So Jeffrey returns the favor with the leadoff walk. Nate Kush way out in front of that El Jefe offering. 1 out, man on first for the great 6'1" himself down the left field line. That's enough to get a tag up, but there's already 2 outs. So 2 outs, man on second. Elliott Mann, ground ball to Mo Shama, unable to make the play at first, but he does throw behind the runner at third, just under the tag.
2 outs with a lefty batting. I think it's Elliott Mann. The man on second, ground ball, up the middle. Fielded by Mo Sham. Goes to third. Safe at third. That's a good call. It looked like he was going to be out, but then the tag was missed. But he should have had him. The throw had him. El Jefe pitching. Ray, you have a score? 0s. 0-0. Feels like there's 2 outs. 2 outs. Eshko blocks it. Jeff covering. Troy says he's out. Jeff with the cover. That's some play. We got to check that replay because he didn't hit the bag smoothly. Let's see if he got it or not. Joe Eshko makes the great play and gives me the score, the inning, the outs. You distracted me a little bit. Everything.
It was good. Got a cover by Jeff.
Ground ball, right side. Malvora fields it cleanly, and 1 pitch, 1 out. This is wild that Zach is playing left field.
Yeah, they're testing out some guys.
Any action at short or left yet?
Nothing.
Anything in right tested for the rookie?
Nothing tested yet.
Wow, nothing. Okay. Where were the balls hit?
The rookie had a nice first at-bat hit.
First base only.
He led off the game with a hit.
And they didn't score after he led off the game with a hit. Oh, boy. Wow. Zach and Farka, after a leadoff hit, has to get that run in.
But it's SOS time, so everyone's bearing down.
Everyone's bearing down. Abe J rips it, but straight to Jake. There's 1. There's 2. Double play. Inning-ending double play by Jake Bahara, who's now playing short center. New alignment, and Abe J, the 10-3 double play.
Huge, boys, huge. Potential.
Everything's new, except you.
1, 2, 3, bro.
Actually, you're back. You weren't playing, right? Jake, nice play.
Jake, let's go.
Nice play.
Guys, top of the order. Come on.
I don't know what the call was at first. Even looking at the replay, I couldn't tell which. I couldn't tell if he was safe or out on that replay. The one where Jeffrey covered. He missed it for the first step for sure, and then he stuttered stepped, right, so it's hard to tell. But good call, Troy. I think it's good.
See it on like Tuesday.
Eli Bahara 1 for 1 in the YMSL so far. Pitch fastball. Bahara rips it in the gap, And it is a beautiful catch by Abe J. Cohen. Yes.
Nice rippy.
That's a real play by Abe.
That was a nice rip by Bahara. But Abe J. is good as anyone in that outfield. With that pitch. The backward flip, that's not going to work against Z. But I guess it does. You left him to a single. What's up, buddy? Dude, your dad is wearing a microphone. He is mic'd up today. Do you believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That necklace is a mic fastball again. He doesn't. It's slowed down. Farka's going to drop it in. Z read it beautifully. He was on to the races as soon as that ball was hit. Farka standing at second. Z standing at third for Isaac Mavora. Okay, an intentional walk to Ike Mavora.
Ralph is the slotted runner.
Ralph, not exactly the fastest guy in the league himself. Football, it's so scientific, but the back. Ground ball. This could be two. Did he tag him? He's safe at first.
No.
Double play?
No, safe.
Let's see the call. Out at the tag, safe at first. Yeah, I saw him clearly safe.
Z, raise the runner.
Okay, so a run scores. That's an RBI by Simcha, and it is 1-0
He's got a pitch next
61's.
inning.
Pitch, Braha, right back to Jeff. Bobbles it, throws to first.
Okay.
And all things said, that's a way to get through the inning by El Jefe. That's a good job by El Jefe. Got a bunch of outs there. Hardest hit ball was the Eli Bahara drive, and it's only 1-0 here. 1-0 game. Ground ball, Sim, nice play, and there's one quick out. That's a fly ball. Bahara's first chance, and he makes the catch without any problem.
The kid swung on the first pitch of the game, so he came in aggressive. He fouled it off.
Wow.
And he hit a fastball down the left field line for his first career hit.
Wow, oh, they must have gone nuts when he got the hit.
I want to give him the ball. He didn't want to take it.
Jeff, that ball is $15 these days. These clinchers are off the wall. They lost their minds.
Discussion for another day, Norman.
Jeff wants to go to the softball.
These juice balls and the juice bats.
Well, I have the bat tester in my car today, so we'll be testing some of them.
They're illegal. I think today's bats, it's a business.
Right, it is a business.
They want to sell $500 bats.
By the way, you're in the business. LSAC sells them. It's a business that you're in right now, whether you know it or not. And here is scorekeeper Joe Towell. Joe,
What's up, Norm?
thank you for joining us. That's Mustafa the Moose Hooten over there.
Number one.
Off guard.
Nate Kush ground ball under Butchie. That's an E5 and a leadoff hit. And look where Nate Kush's bat ended up.
Yeah, a little Olay there for Butchie. It's more of a lean.
Now,
towards
Sand,
the
you
ball.
will love this because camera's rolling. And I know you love to talk between
Yeah, you'll
pitches.
pick what you like.
No, this is going to be raw footage,
Oh, raw footage.
tonight, posted by
Love it.
Moose.
Love it. The Moose Man's here.
It's crazy, right?
You know, we are used to seeing the Moose, first of all, in long pants. He's in short pants today. We get him during the basketball season. Look at him in short pants. Such a big game for the league right now.
Yeah.
2 1-5 teams squaring off. Both teams expected much better starts.
Trigger, ground ball to Marsham. He bobbles it. Play to second. It's close. Got him. But Juber dropped the ball. Let's see if anything happens here. Troy says he's out anyway. He dropped it and then picked it up, says Troy. Okay, so it seems that the call, Juber clearly dropped the ball. Either Troy thought that he dropped it after the out or that he dropped it and picked it up in time.
Norman, I'm looking at the field right now. I thought he dropped the ball as well. Raw footage. What are we doing here? First of all,
I think he said he picked it up again, no? So
we
what-
gotta check.
He had it and then he dropped it. He might have, yeah. We
On the transfer.
On the transfer.
He was off the back, didn't drop it. Makes it out.
Troy saying that he was on the bag and got the out and then came off the bag and dropped the ball.
Okay.
Sandy, we have 4 or 5 cameras here. I'm sure we'll see what he did.
We'll get,
Here we go, L, make him pay. Let's go.
Everybody settle down a little, yeah?
Where's Jake? Show how it would go.
Just Z. Just calm Farker down a little bit. I didn't have to calm him down. I'm just saying he's cross-talking. What?
That's a crazy
Can't get the
call,
horse
Dan.
back in
That's
the
crazy.
stable.
That's a crazy
try.
call.
Only because I'm trying to calm him down. That's all. My bad. This is where you're great. One out. What? Hell, this is where you show up. You're the best.
And both playing must-win games. Joey, that's a line drive up the middle. That's going to turn the line up. Bahara, backhand flip. Bahara chases it, and that's where the veteran beats the rookie. He got suckered into that. And Jeffrey screams, rookie. We've all been there, and El Jefe has that advantage over the rookie.
It was going to come in high. That was going to be ball 3. And Eli went for it, that little spin.
Yeah,
High
got
pitch,
it.
can't do much with it. and he
Dano's
goes
got
down.
to love that. I mean, that's the advantage of a vet on the mound, right there. Right there.
Okay, Purple Cobras only down 1. Simcha Adler facing Mo Shama. I wonder if Simcha ever even heard of Mo Shama. Ground ball. Ralph Cohen playing third. Makes the play. Mavora, the E3 on the catch over there. Here's a fly ball, and look at Caballo covering the ground. He's so valuable in center. Don't need him on the mound arguing a call when he's not the captain. And then a ground ball to Ray Esses, the new second baseman, and he makes the underhand flip.
Softball seems to be the Moose's sport.
Z, one hopper, Butchie, and easy play, and they retire Z just like that. This is where the 61's, every game they have a bad inning where they blow a game. If they're going to go through the top of their order, split it up with an inning break, because Bahara made out, Zach leadoff man out. This is how leads turn into losses.
Correct.
This
I
is
agree.
how, right here.
I agree. They got to get some.
Well, Farka must have felt the urgency of the moment, looked at the field, saw the 4 outfielders, drops a single right up the middle. Mavora ground ball to Marashama, unable to beat Farka to the bag. It's an infield hit, 2 men on, and Simcha Adler. This is his second ribby of the game. Farka comes around to score and give the 61's a 2-1 lead in the 5th inning. Jake Braha, that's a fly out to Abe J. Cohen. That's the inning's second out, and then Nate Cush will ground out to the right side. A foot race to the bag, won by Joe Eshko. 2-0 61's 6th inning now. Sammy S is batting in the 10 spot. That's a high pop. Third baseman Ralph Cohen makes the easy catch, turns the lineup. Hot shot to Ike Mavora. He makes the backhanded stab. 2 outs, nobody on. Abe J. Cohen, he gets one between Jake Braha and Joey Cohen. And that's a 2-out single for Marty Antony. Hits it hard up the middle. Jake Braha right there. No throw necessary. Bottom of the 6th, still 2-0. The captain himself, Jigga, he is going to somehow split those 2 outfielders. Looked like one of them was going to catch it. Ball gets by them. Jigga going for 3. Oh, no, Jig. Falls down. Manages to get back, and it take a minute to get back up. But his whole bench is waiting for him to do the Jackie Jay-Z Zolta flip move. There it is. So he's on second. Nobody out. Elliot Mann, unproductive out. That's a pop-up to the infield. Joey Cohen. Nice play by Joe Eshko. He's playing a fine first base this year. Jigga gets to third, but there's 2 outs, and Eli Bahara falls victim to the Jeff quick pitch, and Jeff will explain it.
Get him off the plate guessing and then the quick pitch.
Top 7, last chance for the Cobras. They need 2. Steven Shalou. That's a short hop by Joey Cohen. That play is a lot harder than it looks. It's the extra bounce. Eshko going to fly out. Farka calls for it and then screams for Eli to take it. It was closer
Farka,
to right.
such great communication in center. Goes, you, Eli. You can't mix that up.
I think Farka said me in the beginning,
And
and then changed his mind. Said no, you. And Eli said, I got it. They had a nice conversation while that ball was in the
But
air.
he made it so clear, you, Eli, loud, where we heard it in this auxiliary box where they have us. And now Marashama batting. Simcha pitching. Pop up. Ray misses it, and it falls. And we will play at second. And he's safe at second. So on a pop-up, the Globo Gym,
That looked like a hit the entire way.
Ray made a good effort for it. with all the changes, the right side,
Yeah, it's a little easy.
as Reyes is there now. It was a tough play for anyone to make, but I thought he was going to get it. And now the tying run at the plate was someone with power. Butchie has homered in this league in the past. Pitch to Butchie, he swings, and it's the liner, and that's the ball game. The 61's win game one by the low score of 2-0. Simcha Adler, both RBIs, and throws a shutout.
We're not done. Unbelievable. Me and Jake this week, we sat down over and over and over how we're going to navigate it, how we're going to mix our pitches, and show it on the field.
I saw you ribby the second one to make it 2-0. I hear you also got the first ribby of the game.
Yeah, I wasn't the best hit of my life. We know ground ball to first, but I did the right thing. Bases loaded, make sure I get that run.
The Little League game today, the shutout, and then the only 2 RBIs in the game.
House, car, liabilities, Bluestone Brokerage.
This is Zach Ashkenazi, 4-time YMSL champion and current captain of the Jungle. Just got a new apartment, immediately realized I needed renter's insurance. There's only one person to call, that's Uri Adler from Bluestone Brokerage. And then I was walking out of my apartment. Getting to my car, I said, I need car insurance. Who do I call? Uri Adler from Bluestone Brokerage. There is only one man to call for your insurance needs. Whether you just got a house with a new swimming pool, whether you're shaking and baking down the highway, there is only one person to call. That is Uri Adler from Bluestone Brokerage.
House, car, liabilities, Bluestone Brokerage.
Game 2, 61's looking for a sweep. Eli Bahara, that's a pop-up. Joe Eshko is there. One quick out. Zach Ashkenazi, first pitch swinging. Another fly ball. 2 quick outs. Caballo, he's going to go down looking, and he's going to hear about it from El Jefe. Yeah, I don't know if Farka didn't hear El Jefe, but El Jefe is lucky that this didn't escalate. And Farka brings it upon himself. What was he doing at the mound in game 1, arguing a call when he's not the captain? These guys have to get the memo on where we're going. Farka, beautiful catch in right center after all the mini fireworks over there. 1 out. Next up, Abe J. Cohen. That's a clean base hit to right. Marty Anteby going to fly out to Zach playing left field. No tag up. And then Joe Eshko, ground ball, underhand flip. Joey Cohen to Jake Braha. We go to the second in a scoreless game. Ike Mavora pop up to second base. Simcha Adler steps up. He was hitting hard and low the whole day, and that's the way to get it done. That's an error at short center. Base hit for Simcha. Jake Braha, no error here. That's as clean as they get. That's 2 straight base hits for the 61's. Nate Coach, awkward swing, and the runners will go to second and third with 2 outs. Ralph Cohen, hard and low, under Butchie's glove. Run is going to score. Jake Braha in a pickle. Ball gets thrown off of the back of his leg and goes out of play. He'll score. It is now 3-2. In addition to the ball going out of play, there was obstruction on Ralph Cohen, the runner, as he was rounding first. And so the umpires are trying to figure out which base is he awarded because of the obstruction, and then does he get the additional base when the ball goes out of play after an obstruction. Anyway, they figure out the rule, and at one point Ralph Cohen was going to score on this. At another point, he was going to be sent all the way back to second base, and not that it was a compromise at all, but they figured out the rule, and they went into the depths of it, and he was awarded third base. The obstruction happened between first and second, so he's for sure awarded second. He did not attempt to go past second, so normally he would just be at second base. That's the base that he's automatically awarded because that's where the obstruction happened right before, and he never made an attempt to keep going, so he stays at second, but then the ball went out of play, so he gets third base.
Obstruction rule is
Where they have the obstruction because the runner gets the next base without the risk of being put out. After he possesses the next base, he's on his own. So we're going to put him back as third base.
You sure that that's the rule?
I'm positive that's the rule.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go.
Elliott Mann would bring home Ralph Cohen to make it 3-0. Joey Cohen pops up, and that ends the inning 3-0, 61. Down 3-0, time running out on their season, basically. Juber, one hopper to Simcha, a walk to Marishama, but just as quickly as he gets on, it's going to be a ground ball to Jake Bahara, and that's an easy double play. 61's go right back to work. Eli Bahara Braha going to get one to drop in front of left, and with his speed, he'll be at second easily. Zach Ashkenazi, that pitch is inside. That's a walk. He hands off the bat to David Farka, who drops one in front of right. That'll score a run. It is 4-0. The top three in the 61's all come through, and that's a big Bluestone Brokerage Insurance run. Ike Mavora, ground ball, hard and low. It is now 5-0. Still nobody out. This is going to balloon into a big inning. Simcha Adler, that's a high pop. They finally retire him. El Jefe struggled mightily getting Simcha out all day. But then Jake Braha, that's a rope. He's hitting well. And late break by Farka, that's going to load the bases. Sacks are drunk, as they say. For my main man, Nate Kush, he draws a bases-loaded walk. That makes it 6-0. And then Farka's going to literally walk, make Jeff Field the bases loaded walk. And then Ralph is going to walk as well. That's Ralph Cohen. 2 bases loaded walks by El Jefe. That's the extra point right there. It is 7-0. Still bases loaded. You're in mercy territory, but a big double play. Joe Eshko tags the runner and touches first. 7-0 61's. Wow. The response from the Purple Cobra is not what you're looking for. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning, all easy, soft ground balls, bottom of the order for the Cobras, and that's the inning. It is still 7-0, and the 61's will now be looking for more. Here's Joey Cohen, looks like a base hit to right. Steven Shalou, nice play, covering a lot of ground to make that sliding grab. Here's Eli Bahara. That's a base hit up the middle. That brings up Zach Ashkenazi. This is a bloop by Zach, and it lands. So 2 men on for Farka. Let's see what he could do against Jeff. They were drawing all day long. Not much. It's an infield fly ball, and Bahara gets back in safely. Looked out to me, tell you the truth. Mavora, though, grounds out to third, and that's the inning. Steven Shalou leading off the next inning, down 7-0. Belts a triple down the left field line. Left fielder Zach Ashkenazi gets the ball in. It's a leadoff 3-bagger for Shalou. Abe J. Cohen gets him home with a ground out to Joey Cohen. It is now 7-1. Will the comeback begin right here? No, says Simcha Adler, as he induces a lazy fly ball from Martin Anteby. And then Joe Eshko-Ashkenazi, more soft contact for Jake Braha to make the play. Here come the 61's. That was Simcha Adler grounding out. Jake Braha again on base all day long. Found the spot in right field to drop that one. But Jake's going to stay right there as Nate Kush flies out and Ralph Cohen pops out. Game moving along very, very quickly. Jackie Juber Haber. Games move quickly when everyone's just popping out. That's one from Juber. Here's another one deep to left, and that's Zach Ashkenazi covering the gap. Butchie draws a walk from Simcha, but he's going to be quickly retired. Weak contact. Sonny Shalom, and he grounds out to first base. Flip the script, says Jigga. Okay, still 7-1. Elliott Mann, he lined into a double play previously, but hit it well. That's a line drive that lands for him. Joey Cohen to right field. Steven Shalou misplays it. Man gonna come all the way around to score. Joko stays at second, but look at Man pushing the envelope. 61's now lead 8-1. This is getting into blowout territory here in the 6th inning. The Purple Cobras have only scored 1 run on the day so far. Here's Eli Bahara. That one's deep to left. It is caught by Marty. Tag up by Joko. He's on third with 1 out. An intentional walk to Zach to get to Farka. They're going to walk to get to Parkman, and they do that, and then they unintentionally walk Farka. Bases loaded, and it works as Ike Mavora, the infield fly, that's an unproductive out, and then Simcha Adler flies out to center field. That's the inning. Score is 8-1. Okay, here we go. Sammy Esses rips a clean liner down the left field line. He's thinking about 2, but you know what? Down by a touchdown. Maybe I should just stay right there. Next play, though, ground ball. Lead runner is out. Here's Shalu. This is a line drive, base hit to left. Nice piece of hitting. It looks like his bat is coming alive, but it's probably too late for the Purple Cobras as they're about to be 1-7. Abe J. Cohen in the gap, but Bahara is there. This is probably definitely the fastest outfield in the league with Bahara, Farka, and Zach right to left. Here's another fly ball. Farka is there, and that's the inning. We go to the 7th in an 8-1 game.
One more.
Okay, top of the 7th, an 8-1 blowout, but Jake Braha not happy with the score as it is. He's going to add 1 more. This is an absolute bomb in the left center gap, way over the outfielders, and you can see Jake taking a home run trot, a solo blast, his first of the year. In the year of the home run, this was one of the real ones. He just launched it, and it is now 9-1. 61's are going to keep going, though. Nate Kush, that's a base hit. The 61's need him to get going, so that's a good sign for him. Ralph Cohen, he's going to pop up. That's the first out of the inning. Elliot Mann, he draws a walk from the 9 spot. Joey Cohen draws another walk, didn't reach the plate. That's from the 10 spot. Load the bases for Bahara. Don't hit it there, Bahara. But it's an error, but not an error because Mosham backing up and gets the out. Another run did score, and then Zach Ashkenazi, this iteration of Zach is hitting down the left field line now. That's going to score another run. Z's going to settle for just a single as the lead runner couldn't take third there. Farka, I think that's the one that Jeffrey said is going between his eyes earlier. Went over his head instead. Bases are reloaded. Ike Mavora, that's Mosham. They get the out at third. No, they don't. Ball gets thrown away. 2 runs will score on that. That's a gift base hit double for my man, Ike Mavora. He deserves it. He's been robbed a bunch of times. Reyes gets the AB, and it's a pop-up to the infield. It is 13-1. Joe Eshko Eshkenazi, high hop. Joko plays the hop, but throws it away. Joe Eshko will get credited with a double on that one. Juber up. This is a bloop. Looks like there's like 10 61's over here. That equals 610. Anyway, Jake Braha makes the catch. And look at Eshko tagging up the young legs over there. Moshama fly out to Bahara. No one else is on base, so he could fire home. Shows off the strength of the arm, but it was up the line. It is now 13-2. Butchie keeps the line moving, and then Sonny grounds out to second. The 61 sweep. They go to 3-5, and they move themselves into playoff contention as the 5 seed. On the other hand, the Purple Cobras fall to dead last at 1-7.
2 runs in 2 games.
Oh, way to hit.
2 runs in 2 games.